Well, it's a beautiful day here in Victoria. A bit windy, but that sunshine is out. So today, what's Maureen gonna do? Well, we're gonna try to plant carrots. Yay! But beforehand, let's just see what I have been up to. I had grown some leeks from seed. These, of course, are last year's leeks, so we have started pulling them. And then you are gonna see kind of those mid ones. Those ones were planted more in the fall. And then we've got, I think it's right about there. There's some real baby ones. So kind of around there. Onion, these are the storage onions that are in there. There's one there. These other onions, I planted them last year in March and thought I killed them all, but here they are yet again. So we'll be able to pull those. What I am just loving is my garlic and how large it is. Last year I planted my carrots in this garden bed, and I had no idea that carrots are not so easy to grow when you first just start germinating them, because I'd laid the seeds out, you know, in their little rows, then you water it, but pretty soon my carrots were all over the place, all over the map in here. So I am going to be trying a technique using a cornstarch gel that I'm gonna make, and we're gonna go in the kitchen, make that while I'm making sourdough bread today, because it's bread baking day. One of the things I'm gonna say, homegrown carrots. Wow, just absolutely fantastic. I did lose some of the carrots last year, but I went and harvested them on Thanksgiving. So I was picking fresh carrots for our Thanksgiving dinner, and the carrots were out of this world. I just find that when you're buying carrots from the store, there's always kind of a musty taste to them. And it's like when you grow your own carrots, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna try this technique of germinating the carrots in a cornstarch gel to see if this is gonna work. So I have no idea. So don't trust me on it yet to see if it works, because we'll have to see once they start to germinate and come up, and if they stay in the same place, because that's the biggest thing. I had them were like, oh, let's just grow over here, let's grow over here, because the water had moved the seeds. So the gel is supposed to help keep them into place. So let's go in the kitchen and make that gel. So it is super easy. We just need a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So that's what we're gonna throw in together. So we add our 1 cup. And if you are doing more carrots, of course, you can use a larger amount. But I just want to use the one because I'm going to do multiple sowings of carrots, so I get them more often. Throw in our 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We're going to get our whisk. We'll just whisk that in. And then we just want to get this on to a medium heat. There, we've got it all whisked up. And then we're basically just going to wait for it to get up to temperature and let it turn into a gel. So it is turning into a really nice gel. As you can see, you want to keep stirring it, I think. Now we've got this nice thick gel. Take that off the heat. And then we're just going to let it cool completely. So our gel has cooled, which is great. Now the hardest part for me, like carrots. I don't know. So I do have 2 organic carrots here. And then this is a local Farms. They're in Mission, BC. I bought a lot of their seeds to try out and to help. They're kind of a mom and pop seed company. So I just felt it was really important to support them. So I bought a lot of their seeds, different ones. So, you know, you don't get any information on the back, which, you know, for someone like me, I need the information on the back. But I think with these ones, I will do them in the second planting. You know, some of them are a little longer, take a little sooner, but I think I'm gonna try the Farms. Thanks for your help. So we're gonna just use a Ziploc bag as an icing bag almost, and that's how we're going to put them in. So I'm gonna just stick it in a cup so that I can put the gel inside. I am gonna put the whole packet of seeds in. and then we just massage it in. You can see how they're gonna all kind of get in the gel. And then we're gonna use that gel to squeeze them out, and it's gonna help to keep the moisture in and also help to prevent having to thin them so much because they're all clumped together. So let's go plant them. So now where to plant them? That's my biggest question. Typically, gardeners usually make a map and a plan for what they want to do. I make mine in my head. Not so good. I have a vague idea, but yeah, I should have kind of penciled and papered it. I really want to have things close together this year, and I'm only going to plant one squash back here in my back gardens. I'm going to do all the squashes up front because they just take up too much room and they get all over the place. I know this is a video, so you can't give me your opinion, but have a look and see if you can help me. I am thinking about, should I plant them in garden bed number 2? Or should I just leave them in garden bed number 3? Have a look at number 3. Then you can help me decide. By the time you watch this though, they'll be planted. So I have this espaliered apple tree, which is coming along lovely. And then in here, I have a row of purple cabbage. I have red beets on each side of it. I put the tunnel over top of it just because when I was hardening these off, the rats were getting up at my little cold frame. Figured this was a good opportunity for me just to let them, you know, get some more leaves, keep the moisture in and stuff like that. So in behind where this pole is, I have a little bit of hardware mesh there. I'm gonna plant a whole bunch of pickling cukes in behind there. This lovely stalk of kale, that's from last year, so we can actually be picking those and throwing them in our salad. So I have cabbages here, beets, and then, you know, we added this path in here, so I could technically put them, you know, make a couple of rows of carrots here, and then that would still let me have some space to do a couple of, you know, maybe some lettuces here on this side, because it does stay fairly cooler on this side. They get more of the evening sun, so it would be actually a pretty good thing, and then leave something, you know, that needs more sun over there. That's what we're gonna do. Thanks for the great advice. I think that's a really good idea. So glad that we could have this chit chat and kind of process together beforehand. Maureen, you're a freak. I did pull out my Clyde's garden planner. These things are great, but this garden planner for us newbies is really great because, like I said before, if you've seen my other video, you line up the last frost date and it tells you when you can plant things either indoors or start them inside. But over on this other side, it shows you the companion plants, which are great. So I was really hoping that carrots would like to be grown near cabbage and beets, but that's not their favorite. Carrots like to be with peas, radish, lettuce, onions, and tomato. I'm not growing any of those in this garden bed. Fix my hair. I'm losing my hair out of my bun. So now the moment of truth. We're gonna go and plant these carrots. It did take me a little bit of time. There was some of the seeds were staying up top, but I just gently moved them. You do want to be gentle with these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the little end off just like a pastry bag. I'm gonna make my rows, then I'm gonna cut it, and then we're just gonna squeeze out our carrot infested gel. That doesn't sound so good. Our carrot infused gel. That sounds better. So I did just put some wonderful compost manure, the stuff I used for my garlic and my potatoes. You know, with carrots, you do want to kind of loosen the soil a bit. I was thinking that I should just give it a stab just so that the carrots do have some space to go down in case it's a little too tight for them. I don't want them to have to work too hard. So I'm just taking my shovel and just giving it a slice. So just going straight down just to make sure that it's a little looser. We'll have this one long row and then maybe 2 rows here. And we'll see if I have more gel left. then we'll put it in these other ones. So I'm just gonna make my little line so I know where to go. So I'm just gonna top it with some of this leftover straw from last year, just so that I can define my spot, so I know where I planted these. It's more so what I'm trying to do here. It's to tell Maureen, don't plant anything there. And then I leave my coffee sacks, because until I'm ready to plant, I want to keep the soil covered and protected. So that's what I did today. Yay!